African President Cyril Ramaphosa and President Trump from yesterday afternoon. You'll remember the White House played a video purporting to back up claims that Afrikaners in South Africa are victims of genocide. Mr. Trump showed a video of crosses lining the side of a road, claiming it was a burial site of murdered white farmers. It wasn't. Today, White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt was pressed about the video by NBC reporter Yamiche Alcindor.
The president showed a video that he said showed more than 1,000 burial sites of white South Africans that he said were murdered. We know that that was not true and that the video wasn't showing that. So I wonder, why did the president choose to show that?
What's not true, Yamiche?
It's not true. The video was showing a burial site. It is unsubstantiated that that's the case.
No, it is true that video showed the crosses that represent.
Which is what the president claimed.
The video showed images of crosses in South Africa about white farmers who have been killed and politically persecuted because of the color of their skin.
The president
and those
claimed
crosses
that
are representing their
burial
lives. Those crosses are representing their lives in the fact that they are now dead and their government did nothing about it. Are you disputing that there's no...
I'm disputing the fact that the video showed what the president claimed it showed, because it did not show that. But even more, what I'm asking you is who at the White House...
No, it did show that. It showed white crosses representing people who have perished because of racial persecution.
Verifies the videos that the president shows, and what protocols are in place when there's unsubstantiated information being put out for the world and world leaders to show?
Yamiche, what's unsubstantiated about the video? The video shows crosses that represent the dead bodies of people who were racially persecuted by their government. In fact, the Associated Press, of all places, has a picture of that very monument, and the caption from the Associated Press is, "Each cross marks a white farmer who has been killed in a farm murder." So it is substantiated, not just by that video and the physical evidence that everybody saw on display in the Oval Office, but also by another outlet in this room, the Associated Press. So you should take it up with them if you believe the claim is unsubstantiated, and that's a ridiculous line of questioning.
Well, keeping him honest, it's not what President Trump said yesterday. Let's listen to what he actually said.
These are burial sites right here. Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers, and those cars are lined up to pay love on a Sunday morning. Each one of those white things you see is a cross, and there's approximately 1,000 of them. They're all white farmers, the family of white farmers. And those cars aren't driving, they're stopped there to pay respects to their family member who was killed. And it's a terrible sight. I've never seen anything like it. Those people were all killed.
Have they told you where that is, Mr. President? No, I'd like to know where that is, because this I've never seen. Okay.
I mean, it's in South Africa.
Well, the South African president there at the end asking where the burial site is because he'd never seen it. It's because it does not exist. It's not a burial ground. It's video from 5 years ago of a vigil created after a white farming couple was robbed and murdered. That was a tragedy, as is any murder, and the people actually who killed them were convicted of it. It was not ignored. The killing shook the Afrikaner community, and a neighbor of the couple erected the crosses to honor them and other farmers who had been killed across South Africa. It's not a burial site, he told the BBC today, the person who made this memorial. It was a memorial. It was not a permanent memorial that was erected. It was a temporary memorial. Now, in addition to the claim of a burial ground, there was an article that President Trump held up as further proof of genocide of white farmers in South Africa.
These are all white farmers that are being buried.
Well, we tracked down the source of the image in that article, and it's actually not from South Africa. It is a screen grab of Reuters video from Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and was from February when over 2,000 people were killed in clashes between the government and a rebel group. Now, the sick irony is that none of the black people fleeing violence or persecution in DRC Congo or anywhere else in Africa would be allowed into the United States right now as refugees. Only white Afrikaners, based on claims of a genocide which is not actually occurring.